Jackpot, I hit the jackpot, jackpot.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Champ, and I'm back with another We Gon' Pray. I know y'all been waiting for it. Excuse me, I'm looking a little crazy right now. I just finished getting a massage because I had to get ready to do this We Gon' Pray with you guys. Gizmo, say hi to the camera. Gizmo, come here. Come here. Say hi to the camera. Say hi to the camera. Say hi to the camera. He's so silly. Anyways, so it's time for another We Gon' Pray. This one's a little bit near and dear to my heart. If you guys saw the title, I'm sure you did. That's why you clicked on it. It's We Gon' Pray for them. Them this time. The lost ones. Okay? Lately, I've been feeling really, in tune with life and what's going on. I'm not going to tell you why, but I just have. And my intuition has been so on point. And obviously, I need to use it for the greater good. So I had to think about, why all of these things were happening to me. And it led to me that maybe it is to share, I need to share this lesson with my champions. Let's go ahead and get into this video before we get started. Make sure you like it, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so that you too can be a champion. Isn't that right, Gizmo? Gizmo, look up. Oh, so that you too can be a champion and you don't miss out on any of my new We Gon' Prays. If you haven't seen the last two, We Gon' Pray for the lurker. Drop a We Gon' Pray. And We Gon' Pray for the entitled X. So if you haven't seen those, go ahead and check those out after this video. Now let's go ahead and get started. This is really near and dear to my heart because it's real stuff, right? So the first one I'm going to tell you about, long story short, I had somebody from my past, and I'm not going to put too much information just because I don't want to set anybody out. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? That's their truth to tell. But I had been thinking about someone from my past a lot, right? So I would check on his Facebook, and it this is within the last couple weeks. It started when I was in St. Louis, and then I kept thinking about it more, even up until the last few days. And then a few nights ago, he hit me up. We hadn't talked in probably a year or so. It's been years, 10 plus years since we've actually seen each other. Anyways, he hit me up and basically opened up to me about something. He decided to live his life his way, right? Which I completely, commend. I've been in this position before, right? Where I felt like I had to be a certain way for others to keep up a certain image. And that's just no way to live, right? It's not you only get one life. If it's anything that 2020 and 2021 and basically a lot of 2022 has taught us, tomorrow is not promised. So you better live today the way that you want. Isn't that right, Gizmo? First of all, I felt really honored that he even opened up to me about what he opened up to me about. I felt really honored that he even opened up to me about what he opened up to me about. But, he also shared, I asked him a question. I said, yo, why, when we talk again, do you just go ghost randomly or, whatever happens? And, he said to me, he was Champ, I see you doing great. And, I was going through a hard time. I didn't have all of my stuff together. I felt stagnant. And that really hit home with me because one thing about me, no matter how I'm really feeling, I'm always going to make it look like stuff is gravy, stuff is all good. And it basically, he felt a little lost, right? And then it just hit home because it's I've been there. I felt lost before, and I know, champions, some of you guys have felt lost before. So if if you've ever felt stagnant in life, or you didn't know what the next move was or whatever, listen, I've had that so many times out here in LA. But if you've ever felt that way, drop a We Gon' Pray, and that's a prayer for somebody else who's feeling that way, or even you if you're still feeling that way. This is a safe space. All of my champions, it's all love here, positivity. So feel free to share your stories below, whatever, where you're at in life. Comment that below because all of our champions are here for everyone. We are all here for each other, okay? The champions are a family. So that happened. And then the next day, wait for this one, okay? This is the one that I didn't even know if I should really share. But long story short, you guys know I'm adopted. And even just talking about it now, it's kind of hard for me. Because I don't know if I should share it or not. But, like, it's for the greater good, okay? And it's my life and it's my story to tell. It's also someone else's story, but it's my life and my story, and that's that. So, long story short, y'all know I'm adopted. And my big brother, right, is out here in California, and he, at the moment, doesn't have a home, right? And he is on some drugs, okay? And he's battled with it his entire life and different things. Like, I'm the only one out of my family who got adopted. And, you know, he did not. And he went through a lot of tough times, like, in different times. So he's kind of been through it, right? But he's out here, and like I said, he's kind of going through it right now. And literally for years, you guys, this is where the intuition comes in. For years, drop a "we gonna pray," y'all. Put some prayer hands below. For years, I've had this like weird fantasy. I want to call it a fantasy because I literally daydream about it sometimes. And it would be such an intense daydream that sometimes, even while daydreaming about it, I would literally kind of come to tears, okay? So I've had this daydream that I would come across my brother on the street. Now, the daydream was always like downtown or something, right? But yeah. So long story short, the other day I went to go shoot with Virgil. And on the way home, I was going to stop by one of my favorite like restaurants and grab some food, okay? And normally the exit that I would get off to go to get that food, I decided to get off the exit before. And in my head, I'm talking to myself like, yo, champ, why do you want to get off on this other exit? Okay? Like, it's going to take you longer. But literally, it was almost like a force within me. Like, it was like I knew I was supposed to get off that exit. Like, a force was pulling me there, and I knew that was the right thing to do at that moment, at that time. Okay? This is where it gets even crazier. As I get off on the exit, I start thinking about my brother. I start thinking about him. I start thinking about him. I start thinking about him like crazy. And then I pull up to the corner and I see a guy. I don't know what he was doing, if he was washing his hair or like what he was doing. But mind you, I could only see like the back of him, right? The back of him. And then something was like, yo, that's your brother. Mind you, I can't see the face. Like, what would make me think out of all of the people on the street, you know, that are living on the street right now, that of all of them was him. But something, I'm like, champ, you're tripping. In my head, I'm almost fighting the intuition, right? So I'm like, yo, you know what? Bust it one time and hit the corner and come around again. So I did. And as soon as I come around the corner, he turned again. Like, right when I was about to see his face, he turned again. Like, I don't know if he knew that I was there. He said he didn't. But, you know, I didn't know if he knew I was there or not. I need you by me, Gizmo. So then I was like, well, I don't know if it's him or not. I couldn't see. And then I just decided to park. I went around the corner again and I parked. And I walked over. And once I got kind of close, he started walking away. And I'm like, dang, is this person avoiding me? I don't know if it's him. I don't know if it's not. But I follow. And at this point, I'm almost running. And I finally see him stop somewhere. And I look close. It was my brother. Literally, you guys, my brother. Insane. Like, what made me get off on that exit? How did I know that was him from the back of his head? And I haven't seen him in years. Crazy. So me and Gizmo, we running, because Gizmo goes everywhere with me. We running, and, I see him, and I said, hey. I think I said hey. I said something like that, like one word. And he looked at me, he was like, whoa. So I went around a corner, I'm talking to him. I'm not even going to say everything that we said, just because that was like a really heart to heart, and like, it got me emotional. It got him a little emotional. And it hurt me to see, because that's my brother, and he's lost right now. And, of course I told him, like, if I encouraged him to get clean or whatever, and like, just to get into a home, or like a rehab of some sort. But it just really made me think, like, you don't know who, and like, when you see homeless people on the street, you don't know who they are. You don't know where they came from. You don't know, like, what they're going through. If you see someone shoplifting in a store, you don't know what they're going through. If you see someone yelling at their kids, you don't know what they're going through. If you see someone just crying, like, comment below if you've ever just seen someone like randomly in public crying. You don't know what people are going through. And like, in life, there's always going to be a time when someone's lost. So today, you guys, we gonna pray for those people who are lost in life right now. It could be you. It could be a family member. It could be someone who still has everything together. Like, you see, my brother, he looks lost right now, right? But to what my friend from the past said to me, if we go back to the story before, he told me, like, Champ, I had to go ghost because you seem like you have everything together, and I was going through it. But that's the thing. At those times, I felt lost. The times when he ghosted me, or not ghosted me, but like wasn't answering, going through his stuff, I was going through my stuff, but I just made it look good. And that's the thing. We gonna pray, you guys. Drop a we gonna pray for everybody who's suffering, in silence, how I have a lot, making everything look good, and making, having people just judge them. Like, oh, she got it, or he got it, whoever, they got it, they're good, they got money, they got this, they got that, they're gonna be fine. Like, some of us just make stuff look good. There's been times out here in LA when I had no money, especially when I was working for Sweetie Pies. Okay? Drop a we gonna pray for all those people. Drop a we gonna pray for all of the people who don't know what their next move is. Drop a we gonna pray for the people who don't know what to do because they feel like they've been in the same position for far too long, going after the same thing, and they just feel stagnant. Drop a we gonna pray for all of the lost ones, because everybody gets lost every once in a while, even a champion. And drop a we gonna pray for my brother, so that, maybe one day he really could get clean, get off the streets, you know what I'm saying, have that strength. If you ever do watch this, you know who you are. I will be there every single day for your detox, like, to talk to you. I will help you find a good place, whatever you need. Man, life is hard, you guys. Like, I know a lot of my we gonna prays are funny, and they're kind of rants, but this one's a real, like, calling for a prayer, because life is hard, life is cruel, and you cannot control the hands that you are dealt. Just like I couldn't control that I got adopted, my brother couldn't control that he didn't, and he stayed with my mom. But I also want everyone out here, if you guys are lost or you're feeling lost, to know that it is never too late to change your life. It's never too late to start over, and God's gonna look out for you, right? You just gotta have that faith and try. You gotta try. Don't give up on yourself, no matter how lost you feel. Don't give up on yourself, no matter how lost you feel. Just keep going, you guys. And if you ever really need anything, you guys can write into me, like advice or a prayer. And if you know anyone that needs a prayer, drop a we gonna pray for, and then put their who you want us to pray for, because you guys, champions are a family, like I said, and we got to stick together. And I just really felt compelled to share this with you guys, because it's like, not for views, not for whatever it is. I took a picture with my brother because I don't even know if that's like the last time I'll ever see him. I pray not. But like, in the way that this world goes, and the way that addiction is, and the health problems the world is having right now, like, you just literally don't ever know. Thanks for listening, guys. This one was a little sentimental, but drop a "we gonna pray for all the lost ones." And if you have anyone you need us to pray for, put it below. And if you're feeling lost, know that you're not the only one, you're not alone, and that you can and will make this out. Do not give up. Thanks for watching, guys. We gonna pray.